Have you ever noticed how in some societies, receiving help feels like a spectacle? It often involves proving you're poor enough, navigating complex bureaucracy, and dealing with the stigma of charity. But in many parts of Europe, there's a profoundly different approach. The welfare systems are designed not just to provide support, but to do so invisibly, seamlessly, and with a deep-seated respect for personal dignity. This is the story of why Europe designs its welfare to be invisible, and how it's built on the core idea of dignity over charity. The philosophical foundation for this approach is the principle of universalism. Instead of creating separate, highly visible programs for the needy, the goal is to build systems that serve everyone, regardless of their income or social status. Think of public parks, libraries, or roads. We don't think of these as charity for those who can't afford private gardens or book collections. They are universal services that benefit the entire community. European welfare states, particularly in the Nordic and continental models, apply the same logic to healthcare, education, and social security. The support is woven into the very fabric of society, making it a normal, expected part of life, not a last resort for the desperate. Let's look at how this works in practice. In countries like France or Germany, if you lose your job, the unemployment benefits you receive are often tied to your previous earnings. This is a reciprocal system based on contributions. It's not a handout, it's an insurance payout from a system you've paid into. This design reduces the financial shock of unemployment and, crucially, the psychological one. It's a temporary bridge, not a fall into a safety net. The process is often streamlined and digitized, minimizing the need for face-to-face interactions that can feel demeaning. The support is there, but it operates quietly in the background. Healthcare is another powerful example. In a universal system, like the UK's NHS or the systems in Scandinavia, you go to the doctor or the hospital, receive care, and you don't see a bill. The funding happens invisibly through the tax system. This removes the spectacle of payment, the anxiety of cost, and the inequality of access. A billionaire, a bus driver receive the same standard of care in the same hospital. This universality is key, because everyone uses the system. There is broad public support for keeping it well-funded and high quality. It's not their system for the poor, it's our system for everyone. The shared investment ensures that the quality of care remains high, and the experience remains dignified. Even social housing, which can be highly stigmatized in some countries, is often designed differently. In cities like Vienna, a large portion of the population lives in high-quality, well-maintained municipal housing. It's not just for the very poor, it's for a broad range of middle-income residents as well. This income mixing prevents the creation of ghettos and ensures that these housing projects are integrated into the city with good access to transport, schools, and amenities. By making social housing a desirable option for a wider group of people, the stigma is erased. It becomes just another way to live in the city, not a marker of poverty. The core idea behind this invisible design is the preservation of dignity. It recognizes that needing help, whether due to illness, job loss, or old age, is a normal part of the human life cycle, not a personal failure. By creating universal, contribution-based, and seamlessly integrated systems, European societies aim to provide support without the spectacle of charity. It's a system that says, we are all in this together, and we will support each other, not as an act of pity, but as an act of solidarity. This quiet, dignified approach to welfare may be one of the most important, yet least understood, pillars of the European social model.